AITA for refusing to lie to my niece about her real father after my sister begged me to keep it a secret? My 32F sister, Claire, 34F, has a 14-year-old daughter, Lily. Lily has always believed that Claire's husband, Mark, is her biological father. The truth is, Claire had an affair early in their marriage, and Lily is the result. Mark found out when Lily was 3, but decided to raise her as his own, under the condition that Claire never tell Lily the truth. A few months ago, Lily came to me crying because she overheard Claire and Mark arguing. She said she heard Mark say, "She's not even my daughter." Lily begged me to explain what he meant. I told Claire about the conversation, and she begged me to lie and say Mark didn't mean it or that she misheard. I refused. Lily kept asking, and I eventually sat her down and explained the situation as gently as I could. I told her she is loved by both Claire and Mark, but her biological father isn't Mark. She was understandably devastated, but I reassured her she isn't at fault and that her parents love her deeply. When Lily confronted Claire, all hell broke loose. Claire screamed at me, calling me a traitor and saying I ruined her family. Mark is furious too, not at me, but at Claire, because now their marriage is on even shakier ground. Lily is hurt and confused, and I feel awful. I didn't want to keep lying to her, but now I'm wondering if I made a huge mistake. Claire insists I should have protected Lily from the truth and says I've destroyed their family dynamic. AITA? AITA for not telling a pregnant woman that her planning isn't my problem? So I, 21M, work at a McDonald's in a shopping center. We close at 6 p.m. It's about 18:10, and in walks this young lady with her husband asking if she can order. Doors are still open for final guests to leave after eating. I tell her politely that we closed 10 minutes ago, so ordering isn't going to be possible anymore. She tells me, "But I'm pregnant, I need to eat. Can I at least get some fries?" I tell her again, it's not possible because the register is already logged out. She asks if she can either leave cash or just get it for free. I tell her, no, I can't, for the third time. She starts to get angry and her husband starts calling me names. I was rude and disrespectful, and I couldn't act so-and-so towards pregnant women, etc. At that point, I'm frustrated because she's making a scene, and I don't like to be stared at by other people, let alone while being called names. Here's where I might be the AH. I tell them, annoyed, that I'm really sorry, but that their lack of planning isn't my problem, and they should have just walked in 10 to 15 minutes earlier if they really wanted to eat. She storms off to the exit with her husband behind her, making an angry gesture at me, then leaving the restaurant. So AITA for what I told them? AITA for refusing to let my parents move into my new house? I, 34M, recently bought my first home after years of hard work and saving. It's a modest but beautiful house in a quiet neighborhood, and I'm incredibly proud of achieving this milestone. My parents, both in their late 60s, currently live in a rented apartment, and while they're not struggling financially, they've expressed concerns about retirement and wanting a more stable living arrangement. After I announced my house purchase, they approached me with the idea of moving in with me. They said it would give them a chance to downsize, save money, and spend more time with me. While I love my parents and respect everything they've done for me, I was honest and told them that I wanted this house to be my personal space. I've lived with them most of my life, and I was looking forward to having my independence. They didn't take it well. They accused me of being ungrateful, reminding me that they sacrificed a lot to support me through college and early adulthood. They even suggested that I owe it to them to give back now that I'm in a better financial position. Some extended family members also chimed in, saying I should honor my parents by letting them live with me. I tried explaining that while I'm happy to help them in other ways, like assisting with rent or finding a better place for them, I'm not ready to share my home. It's not about them personally, it's about finally having a space that's mine. Despite this, they continue to pressure me, and now I'm starting to feel like I might actually be selfish for saying no. So, AITA for refusing to let my parents move into my new house? AITA for not wanting to split an inheritance with my step-siblings? My dad passed away recently and left me a significant inheritance in his will. It specifically stated that the money is for me alone, as I'm his only biological child. My dad married my stepmom when I was 12, and she has 2 kids from her previous marriage. While we've always been friendly, we were never particularly close, and they were already adults when our parents married. Now my stepmom and step-siblings are asking me to do the right thing and split the inheritance with them because family is family. They argue that my dad helped raise them in their teen years and treated them like his own kids, so it's only fair they get something. I've explained that this was my dad's decision, not mine, and that I want to respect his wishes. They've called me selfish and accused me of prioritizing money over family. I'm feeling torn because I don't want to create bad blood, but I also feel like I shouldn't be pressured to give up what was left to me. AITA? AITA for letting my daughter's omelet win. I, 34F, am the mother of a 13-year-old girl. My husband, 38M, is a passionate cook, not professional, just at home. He makes most meals and takes pride and joy in his cooking. My daughter recently took up a cooking course at school as an extracurricular. The other week they learned to make omelets, and she's been doing it with her friend a couple of times at their place. She was really excited to make it for us and wanted to have it be a competition with her dad. I was appointed the judge. I thought it was great she was learning those important skills and having fun with it. It was obvious which one was which, as they both used ingredients the other isn't a fan of. Picky eaters. Now I am not a foodie or into cooking much. My husband's omelet was a little fluffier and a little better seasoned, but to me they were both solid eggs. So I crowned my daughter the winner. Praised both their meals and gave her the paper crown. There was no money or big rewards on the line, just choosing the movie for movie night today. I thought that was it. Well, no, he got really mad at me, out of her earshot, and said she's not 5 and it's pathetic to let her win. He was going on about his pride and his hobby and that I need to stop babying her and to support him. I could have just praised her efforts, but not letting her wrongfully win. Then he listed all that apparently was better about his cooking. My reasoning was that she did amazing. If she had served raw eggs, I would have never. Also, she has always been really picky eater and not as independent as we'd like her to be, and now she's making her own food by herself with plenty of vegetables and it's healthy. I just wanted to encourage her to keep going. AITA. AITA for breaking up with my girlfriend because of a caught cheating prank. I, 26M, broke up with my girlfriend, 25F, of 2 years because of something that happened recently, and now my friends are saying I massively overreacted. So a few days ago, my girlfriend and a close mutual friend decided to play a prank on me. The prank was that they filmed a scenario where I caught them in bed together, pretending they were hooking up. They set up a hidden camera in the bedroom, and when I walked in, I saw him in just boxers and my girlfriend in a bra and panties straddling him, acting like they were mid-hookup. To make it more realistic, they even made some noises and tried to act like it was happening for real. I was shocked, furious, and immediately confronted them as I thought it was real at first, like an actual betrayal. And then I walked out of the room and started leaving the house. When they followed me screaming it was just a prank, and then showed me the video they'd been recording. To be honest, I felt completely betrayed, not just by the idea of the prank, but also because of how they had gotten undressed to film it. I know it's meant to be funny to some people, but for me, it felt disrespectful, and I was hurt. The whole thing felt like a violation of trust, even though I know they weren't actually cheating. I told her I couldn't be in a relationship with someone who would do something like that, and I ended things right there. She's devastated, and our friends have been telling me I overreacted. They think it was just a harmless prank and I should have taken it better. But I can't shake the feeling that it crossed a line for me, especially with how intimate and uncomfortable it felt to see them in that situation, even if it wasn't real. Now I'm left wondering if I made the right decision. I'm starting to doubt myself because everyone else seems to think I blew it out of proportion.